Hi, Lisa K. Donner here, editor-in-chief of LibertyNation.com. And with me today is Scott D. Cosenza, our legal affairs editor and gun expert. Welcome, Scott.
Hi, Lisa.
Well, Mike Bloomberg is at it again. If you watched the Super Bowl, you saw one of his ads, and it was kind of a heartrending ad. Can you tell us a little bit about it and what he's up to?
Well, he is making it his business to try to remove all of our gun rights, Lisa, as Americans. He spent a fortune here in Virginia to affect the outcome of the results of the election, which he did successfully, and he's continued his campaign. The Super Bowl ad features Calandrian Kemp, this woman who lost her son to gun violence, but it was not such a passive act like the ad might make you seem, and he wasn't a toddler or a child. In fact, he was a 20-year-old and believed to be a gang member involved in a gang fight with other competing gangs.
Oh, well, that's kind of a misrepresentation. Based on the pictures they showed, I thought he was like a 9 or 10-year-old boy.
Oh, absolutely. The ad starts with, ever since he was 4 years old, I think they said he started playing ball. And then there's a big collage of these photos of him as a young man. The same thing is true with the Trayvon Martin kind of narrative that was sold, which is that these are very young children that are affected, when in fact, most of these violent episodes occur in late teenagers and early 20s.
All right, now, I don't mean anything negative about this, but considering Michael Bloomberg is such a small guy, you would think, and guns are the great equalizer,
Right.
I mean, you would think he would be pro-gun.
Lisa, much like Pierre DuPont, when he's changed his name to Pete for running for the for office, it's no longer Michael Bloomberg. It's just Mike now. That's the poll-tested, everyman friendly with Mr. Bloomberg, Mike. And yeah, he is a slightly built man. And you'd think that perhaps if he weren't a billionaire and had to rely on the situation in the New York City subway system, for instance, instead of chauffeur-driven armed convoys, which is how he does get around, he might have a different opinion.
All right, now the ad claims 2,900 children die from gun violence each year.
Right.
Is that true? I mean, that's a really rough statistic.
Well, it's used to sell the notion that we should take gun rights away from adults because of these children. But no, the Bloomberg campaign got their number from Every Town for Gun Safety, which is a Bloomberg-funded anti-gun rights group. And their statistic includes children and young adults. And they always use that young adult qualifier in order to loop in the most violent people. These are the most violent people in America are young adults. That's who we're scared of. That's, it's not 60-year-olds or 9-year-olds that are committing homicides by and large. It's young adults. Passions, testosterone, whatever, off the charts, right? So if you take out the adult part and just make it children, so it's 17 and below, then it's 1,500 people per year. Reason Magazine's done some further research on this, Lisa, and come up with a statistic that shows 40% of those 1,500, in fact, are suicides, which, of course, while tragic, does not, it's not the kind of violence that he's selling that will be a cure if these assault weapons bans are in place.
Oh, Scott, what does America look like with President Bloomberg when it comes to the Second Amendment?
The comfort with which Michael Bloomberg has with violating existing laws in order to take gun rights away from people lead me to believe that it will be a horrible place for anyone who wants to continue to keep and bear arms. He seems to be willing to do anything to try to root that out.
And just a little goodbye kiss. Can you tell us how things are going in Virginia?
Well, in Virginia, where Bloomberg has installed so many of his picks, I think that he outspent the NRA, Lisa. I think it's either 7-1 or 8-1 in the November elections of 2019 to install the first Democrat majority in over, I think, since 94 or 5 in the Virginia legislature, and it's not going well for gun owners. Some of the worst of the rough edges of the many proposed gun laws have been knocked off, but still what's left and what's likely to be approved and signed by the governor will make Virginia from a gun permissive state to a gun restrictive one.
All right, thank you very much. Scott DeCosenza, our legal affairs editor at libertynation.com. Please stop at our site, sign up for our briefing, and subscribe to YouTube. I'm Lisa K. Donner. Have a nice day. Hi, folks. Lisa K. Donner here, editor-in-chief of libertynation.com. We hope you enjoyed watching this video, maybe even learned a thing or two. If so, please take a moment and subscribe to our YouTube channel right down there in the corner. Thanks so much.